Hello my gorgeous friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Teresa. Oh my goodness, I have a massive Shein haul. I'm a bit afraid to pick up the bags because they're very heavy. So I have one bag here filled with stuff, and oh, I have a second bag here filled with many things. So if you want to see a little bit of a clothing try on haul, FYI, I am a UK size 18 to 20, so a lot of the clothes that I've gotten are in a size 2XL to 3XL on Shein. It is in the plus size range. I also got like two kind of homeware-ish things, so if you're interested in seeing what I've got, then do please keep on watching. Okay, I have a lot of things to say about this one. This coat does not look in any way like what I had ordered. I had ordered something that was like a dusty pink. This ain't a dusty pink. Like, when I looked at this and I opened it in the bag, I was like, I don't think this is, I think they've mixed this up. It's also had a very rough life because it is wrinkled AF. It makes me look like a newborn, like it's very wrinkly. Yeah, so this is actually what it looks like. Like, the shape of it is actually grand. Like, I can make this work. I just think like I will have to like give it an iron or something. This does feel like Susie decided she was going to be a spy for the day, and underneath she's just going to go like whatcha, which is, I mean, fair. I do feel like this, the sleeve length is really weird. Like, look at how much of my arm is exposed. This is more of a like coat for summer. Now, for reference, I'm 5'2 3/4. The 3/4 is very important. Right? It almost makes me a normal human. But like, I am not very tall. Why? My arms aren't even disproportionately large. Like, this is giving me a lot of questions about myself. Like, this is fine. Like, it's grand. But definitely not. I wanted like a wintry coat. What they had like put on their website made it look like it was like really warm and snug. And this is more light and I don't know. I can't think of a second adjective. But underneath this, oh yeah, it's happening. Da-na-na-na-na, I mean, I do like that I have this aspect of things. Oh, and she lost her monetization. Every so often, my alter ego, the librarian, likes to come out, and this is one of her outfits. Apparently, she was also moonlighting as a spy, but I went for this kind of pink, kind of I don't know, what is this fabric?
A couple of days later, I was actually in the range and I saw a pair of curtains which had a strikingly similar design to the sleeves of that particular top. So I bring you to the question, who wore it better?
Floofy fabric. It's somewhat meshy. I think they call it a Dobby sleeve when it has this sort of a detailing on it. Fairly plain neck, I quite like that. And then I went for this sort of a skirt, which is a good length. It's not overly short. It just is above the knees. So if we look at it there, it's actually a pretty decent kind of a length for me. Now, this was a size 3XL. Like I said, I'm between a size 18 and a 20, depending on how much pasta I've eaten. But this is definitely, it's a snug 3XL. Like, this doesn't have a lot of give. So, you know, if you're a bit concerned, you may want to go a size up. I do think the two of these pair together quite nicely. I think the top is very nice. It's a very light sort of a fabric, and it looks like the stitching is done pretty well. There doesn't seem to be like any kind of nicks or tears or any kind of issues around that. I think this would look really nice with like a nice necklace, some kind of nice earrings, and you know, when I actually do my hair, I like kind of long sleeves. They hide the bat wings, which, you know, doesn't come with the superpowers that you think they would. I really liked this. I thought this kind of worked really well. I actually quite like this skirt as well. I tend to buy an awful lot of things to wear for work that I can kind of have as both work items and as you know, on my own time items, and I think this is more of a just for work thing, although I think I could put this with like a black mesh top and a black leather jacket and it could look really, really interesting. It is quite comfortable. Like I don't hate it. I think, yeah, the skirt is actually lined, so that's, I personally view that as being a really good sign of quality. I like it when skirts etc are lined. It just kind of speaks a little bit better. I've had a little look at the stitching etc. It all seems to be pretty good standard. So I think out of those three, the thing that was the fail is sort of the coat, but I think I can make that work for me. Like if I give that a good iron and just have that as like a little casual sort of a coat for in the summer, it'll be fine. But if you were looking for like a coat for to be warm in the winter, not going to work for you. I like this top. Is it anything new and different? No, not really, but I think this is very nice for coming into the spring. I quite enjoy it. And the skirt I actually really like as well. They're all very comfortable. They seem to be kind of quite durable and well made. So I have to say, so far I'm pretty happy. You know, nothing to complain about. You know how they tell you not to go like food shopping if you're hungry? I also feel like you shouldn't go clothes shopping if you're either very warm or very cold. Because I got a lot of stuff that was like jumpers and knitwear, because when I ordered, everything was effing freezing. So I got this sort of a sweater dress, jumper dress, whatever it is that you want to call it, and I'll show you what this looks like. So it's kind of midi length. It goes to just about the knee, so it kind of covers the knee, because you know, must not anger the church elders. Now what I found really weird, like I have this belt here, it came with it, but there's no loops to put the belt into, so I don't know what they were just kind of like, fasten this on yourself. That's right, we get 2 twirls in a video. Woot woot. It just seems a bit of an odd one. I mean, it's not an expensive dress or anything, but it just feels like a 90% finished project. Like, oh, I can't be bothered to just make the loops, you know? The fabric itself feels very nice, very soft. I have a big thing around tactile and whether or not I can tolerate it. Now it isn't, I don't know if it's pure wool, but it doesn't have the scratchy texture that you would sometimes find with wool. It's quite soft, so I do like the feel of that. I would say you will probably have to wear a slip under this. Now, I kind of wish they had actually put the loopholes in for this, because if I wear this without this, I lose all shape. And I do have a shape. It isn't always a flattering shape, but it is a shape. And I kind of feel like this makes me look a little bit more frumpy and fat and like a, I don't know, like I've lost the will to do things. But I kind of wish they had done that little loop, because I do think it looks that little bit nicer when you have it like that. So I might actually see about even sewing it on or something along those lines. But I do think like even the little kind of cable knit sort of detailing here is really pretty. I like the high neck. There's this sort of lovely little ruching sort of a detail at the very bottom. It kind of flares out a little bit, if you can hopefully see that, which I think is really cute, and it's very like winter appropriate. I know it's January or whatever month it is that I decide to upload this, but I think this is still quite nice, and I am in Ireland, so everything is cold all the time. I would kind of give this around about an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I wish the loopholes were there. I think it would just make it really, really nice. But all in all, I actually really, really like this dress. I think it's super, super cute. Is it the most flattering? No, but I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this. So, you know, I'm not unhappy. So we're doing another dress now, and this one is giving me very much vibes of a vampire that was turned in the 17th century and never fully adjusted to modern life. It has this sort of a neckline detail, and some very unusual bell sleeves, but I'm gonna say it, I kind of like it. I can do a little bit of a windmilly action. It is a full length dress, so if you're short like me, it is properly full length. I don't know what it's going to be like on somebody who is taller than me, because it is like right down to my ankles. I quite like a long dress. Like, it works quite well for me. Now, I will say this is very, very figure hugging. And if you do not like your figure to be hugged by anyone other than your partner, this ain't going to be the dress for you. Now, I've gotten to a point of body acceptance that I'm like, you know what? I have a little bit here, and a little bit here, and a lot here, and a lot there. I'm okay with it. I really like this. I would put this with a pair of black heeled boots, maybe a black kind of a leather jacket, and just go to town on that. It's giving me a little bit of like witchy vibes. I really like it. I like, it feels like it's really good quality as well. Again, I've had a little look at the seams. Everything seems to be all in good order. I've looked at the hem, and everything is like really well sewed there. Now, I will say though, the one thing I don't love about this is that it isn't lined. Some of their products are actually lined, and I think this would kind of work a bit better if it was lined. So that's just a minor criticism, but in general, I actually think this is really quite cool and quite interesting. So I'm really, really happy with this one. If you're of a certain age, you'll know about the Little House in the Prairie, and I feel very much like an extra on it right now. I went for a really long skirt, like, I mean proper, like this is trailing on the ground. But again, I'll put that with boots. This is actually, I really like this top. Now, it is quite big. It's a size 2XL, but there's a lot of extra room in it. Now, if you're hearing kind of scratching and rubbing and weird sounds, that is Cece. Cece, should you come over? You want to say hi? This beautiful little fur baby. So if you do hear clatters and bangs and crashes, this innocent little face is at the crux of it all, aren't you? She's like, I'm not staring directly into that light, mother. You are heinous and awful, and I hate you. I'm going to destroy your beauty room. Fair, fair. What do you think the outfit? Oh, does not approve. But yeah, I really like this top. I would pair it with a black pair of trousers. Now, I will say it's a bit transparent. You can see that I have a black bra underneath there. Is it bra or bra? Bra. I don't know. If you say it enough, it starts to lose all semblance of meaning. So you may want to wear like a white tank top or something underneath, so that the church elders don't know that you're a woman and have nipples and all of that sort of thing. Can't have that. The skirt, it is a little bit worse for wear. It arrived very crinkled. I will say I had a little look at it as well. Now, again, this is not lined, but there are some kind of issues around the stitching of the hem. There are some kind of loose threads. Now, I think this was about €5, so I'm not going to get angry about it, and I will definitely wear this. It is very, very flowy, very like I'm running through the fields of Provence and, you know, that sort of thing. So I don't hate it. So as you can see, it is really, really long. I'm 5'2 3/4, so it will trail, I'd say, a bit on the ground if I'm wearing flat shoes. Now, I don't tend to wear flat shoes that often. I usually wear like boots with a bit of a heel, but I'll still probably kind of take this up a little bit just to prevent any sort of kind of damp getting into the fabric. Nothing worse than wandering around with a skirt that is like all damp at the end. We all remember that point of, was it the early noughties where like flare jeans were a thing, and the water and the rain. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely, this looks vintage. For better or for worse. I probably wouldn't pair the two of these together. I would probably pair this with like a black top or something like that, just to make it a little bit different. Yeah, like I said, I'll adjust the length of this. I might actually even see if I can bring it up to the knee, because that could look really cute, because it is like a flare. I'm not against like taking clothes and then repurposing them. I have done that many times in the past. So I think that is something that I will actually do with this, is to just take it up to the knee, and it has a really nice kind of a flare-ish type of a thing there. That's just what I think I would do with this. But I do like it. I'm not against it. I just think, you know, maybe a lining would have been good. And again, just some issues around the stitching. Okay, this next dress knows what you ate for dinner 3 years ago and still remembers it. It's clinging on for dear life like Rose did to that door in the Titanic. But you know what? I'm cool with it. Like, I actually really like this. Now, for some people, this is going to be a no-go. You may not like that it clings, that it shows the belly. But I'm totally fine with that. Some people might want shapewear. I personally like breathing. I've gotten really accustomed to it. It's a terrible habit, really, of mine. This one, it feels like the fabric is a little bit thicker. It probably isn't going to be as breathable as the rest. So if you are inclined to sweating, this mightn't be the dress for you. I love this sort of Dobby sleeves. Like, this is, I mean, if you can't tell, this is something that I'm very interested in, then what have you even been watching? But I think this is really nice. It is not quite 3/4 length, but it's somewhere between 3/4 lengths and a full maxi. Now it does cling. There is no fit and flare. It is just right? Like, you know, it takes no prisoners. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it is quite a long dress. It does show the belly, it does show the bottom. But you know what? I'm totally cool with it. I do like that my arms are covered. I've had a little look and the stitching seems to be very much intact here. If I look at the hem is well sewn. Again, there's no lining here, but that seems to be kind of a par for the course with their dresses at least. But I do like this. Like, I'm happily going to wear this. I think this will look super cute. Okay, this is very much a sweater or jumper, whatever it is that you want to call it, that kind of went, shape? Who needs one? Like, it just kind of flops like this, but you know what? I'm effing here for it. I love it. I think it is so cute. I like want to curl up on the couch, watch Netflix, and then have Netflix be like, are you still watching me? And I'm like, of course I am. It's been 5 hours. What else did you expect? I think this is really nice. It's quite thick. It's not the soft kind of woolen kind of texture that I had in the kind of wine coloured dress. This is like a hard sort of a texture. That being said, I really like it. I like that there's that baggy element. You know, it feels like I could throw this on and wander down to the shops. Now, I did actually get a pair of jeans and I thought I had ordered it in a 3XL, but apparently it's a 2XL. So I had to suck my fucking sizable gut in to get these on, but my God, did I do it. So these are actually the jeans. You can see they're a very snug fit. Very, like, I mean, there is not room for anything. Like, if I have so much as like, I don't know, a grape, I'll probably like jump out of these. I could keep them as aspirational jeans because, to be fair, I have been losing like weight here and there. I think they're actually quite nice. Now, I'm really confused about this design here because like it kind of starts here and then it kind of like splits as almost like a flare. I'm like, who do you think you are? ABBA? Is it the 70s? It's really weird. It kind of annoys me that it's a little bit skewed. Like, it looks a little bit asymmetrical because the seam is there and there and there and there rather than being on the side, which is how I would prefer it. So it is a bit unusual. Because the jeans themselves are like a size too small, I definitely ordered a 3XL. I think they just packed the wrong thing. But I think the design of them is okay, but I don't think they're necessarily for me. Now, I showed them to my mum when she was over because I didn't try them on, but I was showing her these. And I wouldn't be surprised if she'd like put her hand up as tribute to be like, I'll take this off your hands. So I think they're nice, but they're just not entirely comfortable for me. And then underneath this, I do have a top. I was surprised it has that kind of necktie detail so that it's like a blouse. I think this looks super cute. I love this sort of a thing. I have it tucked into the jeans because that's how I like to wear these sort of tops. So it gives me at least an illusion of a figure. You know, is it like an hourglass? No, but it is like a couple of oranges stacked on top of each other. And you know what? I'll take it. I love this top. It has a really nice sort of like a crepe sort of a texture or look to it. I think that's quite unusual. I really like it. Now, this looks quite luxe as a top. Like, I think this looks kind of expensive. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I really like this. I think this is one of my favorites so far from this entire haul. Let me know what you guys think. What has been your favorite so far? Okay, so this jumper is giving me my family winters in Aspen vibes, you know, and we go down to the ski lodge and do ski things. I don't know anything about skiing. Do you think will I fit in? This is really nice. It's oversized, it's a bit baggy. If you do not like these sort of polo necks, this ain't gonna work for you. Now, it's not that it's like really constricting, but it's like it's really high up, which I like because I do have a tendency, if I have polo necks, to do something like this and do hiding turtle. So I'm all for it. I love that cable knit detail. It looks really cute. I'm here for it. This feels super, super snug. I did get another pair of jeans, but this is in a size that actually fits me. It's a 3XL, and oh my god, worlds apart. It feels so much more comfortable because who'd have known? Sizing matters. Does feel like from the previous pair of jeans, like my kidneys might have been slightly damaged by trying to suck everything in, but I will show you the jeans now. So I also got this top as well. Again, it's another one of those like tie neck blouse things. I really like it. There's a button detail around here. The fabric itself is quite kind of not light, but like it's not like super heavy either, so I think it's very good for like spring, autumn, but it isn't going to keep you warm for winter, which is fine. But given like the detailing and design on the ribbony bit, actually you can kind of see how this would be more like autumnal or springy. But let us talk about these pantaloons, the jeans, the jeanifer of it all. Oh my goodness, I love this sort of like military style button going all the way up. I mean, it's not quite like all the way up, but like it's like to here. And I love high waist. Like if I can get a pair of pants to go just under my boobs, heaven. I love that. It's the same with tights. I like tights to go just here. So let's have a look at the jeans themselves. They have this lovely high button detail that goes all the way up to the top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons for those who can't count. This is really nice. It actually has functional pockets, which I don't know about you, but I quite like it, you know. Darn you, patriarchy, for taking away our pockets. I don't know what you think we're going to do with them, but it isn't quite the threat you seem to think it is. I think these jeans are absolutely gorgeous. I think they actually make my bum look fairly all right, you know? Haha. I mean, it's not like they're magic. They're not going to make it look like there's, you know, something better than there actually is. This top is quite nice as well. I like the detailing on it. I think the design is very pretty. But I think so far, some of my favourites include these jeans, the jumpers so far that I've tried, and the green top. I'm really liking those. And we've one more outfit to go, but I wanted to show you one of the, like, I only got one homeware thing, so I want to show you it. This is what I got. I know, it probably looks a bit strange, but I thought this was really, really clever, because what it does is it holds earrings, because at the moment I've been keeping my earrings in a box and it's been an absolute nightmare trying to untangle them because I do like long earrings. So I thought this was really cute, and you could like store it on like hang it on a wall, or you could actually like stand it up like that. So I got 2 of those because I figured, you know what, this is going to be handy. And I think they were like €4 or something like that. So I was like, oh, this is going to save me so much time, so much effort. I very much appreciate it. So I have another jumper here. It has quite a low neckline. So, you know, is it necessarily functional as a jumper? Not really. But my lord, look at those lovely little pearly details. I mean, it's not functional as a jumper at all. Look at all those holes. Like, this is definitely like, you put this like over something else so you can see the top. That's like, I mean, it's so low. It's so low, but I think it's really cute. I love all the little pearl details along here. It's simultaneously like kind of loose but also a bit tight, because when you get down to like around here, it kind of pulls in a little bit. I don't dislike it. I do think that the neck is a funny one. Like, I kind of wish it was more like this than like that. Like, that's a bit odd, but I'll like make it work. I don't really care. I think it's super, super cute. I love it. And then apparently I'm running out of black lacy tops. JK, I have like 1,000 of them, but I am a sucker for them. I can't help it. This one has a sort of a peplum design to hide the biscuits. Not very well, but you know, it does attempt to. It's nice. It's not like really constrictive around the arms, because sometimes if you get these sort of lacy kind of tops, they have a tendency to want to cling to your bingo wings. Not your bingo wings, my bingo wings, but it's a whole thing. So I do feel like there's like given this, and like it doesn't feel like it's trying to tie me down, which I know sounds very odd, but that's the feeling I get with those sort of clothes. It's a really nice sort of a neckline, so super, super work appropriate. Again, I like to think about stuff that I can use for work and I can use in my own private time. I also got a pair of pants, which are so long. I'll show you now. So, I mean, the good thing is there's pockets for days. Like they're good and big. But look at this. Look at how long that is. So definitely, like, I mean, no amount of high heels in the world is going to make it so I can wear these without having to adjust them. So I'm going to have to just take them up, I'd say, by about maybe 4 inches to make them to the point that they're wearable for me. So that is something you're going to have to consider if you are a short arse like myself. It won't work for you, or you know, you're going to have to make some alterations to make it work for you. But that's it. That's my entire Shein haul. I did get a lot of stuff. Who knew? I have to say I am quite a fan of Shein. They tend to have some really good things. There was like only one, I'm not even really going to call it a miss, but a really odd one, and that was the coat, in that it didn't look anything like what it was that I had ordered. But I will make it work, because whatever, I don't really care enough. Isn't that a great attribute to have? Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit salty about the jeans coming in the wrong size, but I know my mum will absolutely love those, and she's a little bit smaller than me, so she will rock those. The high-waisted jeans, oh my sweet merciful Zeus, love that. I think I'm gonna pair that with like the green top and like maybe the white kind of knitty jumper. Like, I think that's super, super cute. There's a few things that I'll have to adjust, like skirt lengths, trouser lengths, but in all, I think this was pretty good. And I do like these things because they are affordable, and I can adjust them myself. I can do enough to like mend and adjust and alter as needed. But let me know what you guys think. Is there anything that you really liked or didn't like? Is there anything that you found off Shein that you really, really enjoy? Do like link me, because I am always curious. But that is the end of the video. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you can find more videos. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.